Have you ever felt that the universe simply doesn't hear you? That no matter how much you wish for something with all your strength, nothing changes? What if I told you there's a technique that can transform this in just 5 minutes? In this video, you will discover a powerful method that isn't magic, but science applied to spirituality. A simple practice that opens a direct channel with the higher intelligence of the universe, aligning your desires with the frequency of real manifestation. You don't need anything other than your mind, your heart, and your sincere will to create a new reality. And before we continue, I want to invite you to leave a comment below with the phrase, "I connect with the universe, and it hears me." Write it with faith. This affirmation carries a powerful vibration, and it may be the first step to transforming your life. Now get ready. Change begins within you. Many people talk about the law of attraction, about manifesting desires and creating your own reality, but few truly understand the scientific and spiritual foundation behind these ideas. This is where the name Jacobo Grinberg comes in, one of the most visionary researchers of human consciousness. Psychologist, neuroscientist, and student of ancestral spiritual traditions, Grinberg dedicated his life to investigating the structure of reality and how the mind can literally shape it. In his studies on the neuronal field and altered states of consciousness, Grinberg demonstrated that the universe responds to the vibrational structure of our mind. He believed that when we access deeper mental states, such as the alpha level, we open inner portals capable of altering external reality. This vision aligns with the teachings of masters like Neville Goddard, who claimed that what we vividly imagine with emotion before sleep becomes reality. When we unite science, spirituality, and technique, we find practices like the mirror of the mind, a precise formula for tuning into the creative field and making the universe listen to us. It's not magic, but conscious vibrational reprogramming. And today, you'll learn how to apply it in your own life. Imagine that within you there is a secret laboratory, a place where ideas take shape and thoughts transform into reality. This space isn't in a physical location, but in a specific mental state, the alpha state. That's where true creation begins. And contrary to what many believe, this state is not unreachable. It's available to you every day whenever you learn to silence the noise of the mind and dive into your inner center. The human mind operates on different electrical frequencies, which determine how we perceive and respond to the world. Beta frequency is the state of normal wakefulness, analytical, logical, critical, and often anxious. That's where we spend most of our time, trying to solve problems through effort and linear reasoning. However, when we want to create a new reality, too much analysis becomes an obstacle. We need to slow down. The alpha state is precisely that point of slowing down. In it, the brain reduces its activity and enters a more harmonious rhythm associated with calm, intuition, and creativity. It's the same state a child experiences when deeply immersed in play, or an artist when fully absorbed in their work. It's also the mental state accessed during meditation, prayer, or those minutes of transition between sleep and wakefulness. But why is the alpha state so special? Because it opens the channel of communication between the conscious mind and the subconscious. And it is in the subconscious where real changes happen. The subconscious mind doesn't question, analyze, or doubt. It accepts what it receives as truth and silently works to turn those instructions into external reality. By entering alpha, you pass through the gate of logic and arrive at the field of pure creation. It's in this state that you can program your mind with new commands, new images, and new emotions. And the universe responds not to what you rationally want, but to what you vibrate internally. When you enter alpha with clear intention, coherent emotions, and a well-defined mental image, you are literally shaping the vibrational structure of your reality. The good news is that anyone can learn to access this state. It all begins with breathing. Inhale deeply, hold for a few seconds and exhale slowly, repeating several times. Allow your body to relax. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself slowly descending a staircase or floating in a peaceful space. Silently repeat phrases of relaxation such as, "I am at peace," or "My mind is calm." In just a few minutes, you will feel the transition. Thoughts fade, the body relaxes, and a sense of peace begins to take over. This is your inner laboratory. From here, anything can be created. But first, you must learn how to enter it. And now that you understand the importance of the alpha state, you're ready to take the next step, releasing what holds you back. Once you've accessed the alpha state and opened the doors of your inner laboratory, it's time to begin the process of transformation. But before creating a new reality, you must do something essential: release the old one. This is where the first visual component of this technique comes in, the blue mirror. And it's not just a symbolic image, but a tool for mental, emotional, and vibrational cleansing. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and mentally project a mirror with a blue frame in front of you. Blue was chosen for a very clear reason. It is the color of tranquility, calm analysis, and emotional neutrality. As you look into this mirror, visualize within it the current problem you're facing. It could be a financial difficulty, an emotional block, a health limitation, or any other situation that has been disturbing your peace. But pay attention. The secret lies in how you observe this image. No judgment, frustration, or despair. The most common mistake is getting emotionally entangled with the problem, feeding the vibration of scarcity, fear, or helplessness. And remember, the universe responds to your frequency, not your words. If you feel anger or sadness while looking at the problem, you are reinforcing its presence in your vibrational field. Here, you act as a scientist. You only observe. No guilt, no drama. You're simply looking at a snapshot of the current reality, and that's all it is. A record, a temporary reflection. It's not who you are. It's not your destiny. It's only the current state of things, built from past thoughts, beliefs, and actions. And most importantly, it is a state that can be changed. Now comes the most powerful symbolic gesture. With the strength of your mind, move this blue mirror to your left. In many cultures, the left represents the past, what has already been and needs to be left behind. By moving the mirror, you are telling your subconscious, "This no longer defines me. I choose to let it go." And as the mirror shifts, visualize the image of the problem dissolving as if it were being erased, disappearing completely. This symbolic act is more than visualization. It's conscious vibrational reprogramming. You're signaling to your brain and to the universe that this vibration no longer belongs to your energy field. And this simple gesture has tremendous power. It creates inner space, and wherever there is space, the new can enter. With the blue mirror gone, the field is now clear. The past has been honored, understood, and released. The focus is no longer on what you don't want, but on what you choose to create from this moment on. Are you ready to take the next step? The next mirror will be white, and within it everything will be possible. With your inner field cleansed and the blue mirror set aside, the next step is the most exciting, creating your new reality. And for this, we call upon the image of the white mirror, a powerful tool of active manifestation. This mirror symbolizes total potentiality, the sacred space where any reality can be projected. The white frame represents the purity of creation, the presence of all possibilities in latent form, awaiting only your intention. Now, imagine a luminous white mirror in front of you. It glows with a gentle, welcoming light. Inside it, you will project the image of the life you want to live, not the path toward it, but the final result. It doesn't matter how you'll get there, the focus is on what you want to exist, as if it already does. The scene must be clear, vivid, and engaging. The more real, the better. This is where active imagination comes in. It's not just about visualizing as if you were watching a movie. You must live the scene from within as the main character. If your desire is financial freedom, see yourself calmly checking your bank account. If you want full health, feel your body light, strong, and full of energy. If you long for love, feel the touch, the presence, the gestures, and the words of that connection. Engage all your senses. What do you hear in this scene? What sounds surround you? What scents are in the air? What sensations do you feel on your skin? The richer and more sensory your mental creation, the more your brain records it as a real experience. And here lies the scientific secret. The brain does not clearly distinguish between the real and the vividly imagined. It reacts with the same emotional chemistry. In other words, you begin to live now the vibration of the future you want to attract. But an image without energy is just an empty picture. This is where the key ingredients of manifestation come in. Emotion and presence. Bring a deep feeling into the scene. It could be gratitude, joy, relief, enthusiasm. What matters is that you feel it as if it were already happening right now. Emotion is the fuel of vibrational creation. It sends a clear signal to the universe. This is real to me. And perhaps the most important point, keep your focus on this new reality as your only direction. Don't compare it with the present. Don't doubt. Don't analyze. Just feel. You are telling your mind and the universe, this is how I choose to live. The new vibration begins to fill your energy field, and when that happens, the universe, like a mirror, reflects back exactly what you're emitting. This is true conscious creation. And now that you know how to project, it's time to understand the engine that drives all of this: desire, belief, and expectation. The image you projected in the white mirror is like a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. But every seed needs 3 elements to bloom: desire, belief, and expectation. These are the 3 pillars of conscious manifestation. Together, they form the engine that activates the creative vibration and gives life to the reality you want to experience. To neglect any one of them is like trying to build a house without a foundation or lighting a fire without heat. Desire is the starting point. But we're not talking about a simple, "it would be nice if it happened." True desire is a visceral force, pulsing in your chest, burning with intensity. It is the emotional engine that sets everything in motion. When you project a scene in the white mirror, you must feel it as something you truly want, with emotional urgency, but without desperation. The universe responds to vibrational intensity, not to lack. That's why desire must be born from your heart, not from scarcity. Then comes belief. This is the foundation. You can desire something with all your soul, but if deep down you don't believe it's possible for you, you're sabotaging your creation. Belief is the map that directs the energy. Without it, desire disperses, and limiting belief is sneaky. It often hides in phrases like, "This isn't for me," "I'm not capable," "These things don't work." The good news is that beliefs can be reprogrammed, and the first step is recognizing that they are not absolute truths, but learned conditioning. As you project your new reality, repeat to yourself, "This is possible. This is my divine right. This is available to me." So when this new conviction starts to feel like truth, you shift your vibration, and the universe, which always responds to your field, begins to align with it. Finally, we have expectation. This is the seal of manifestation. Expectation is not hope, it is silent certainty. While hope carries doubt, expectation carries trust. It is the inner knowing that what has been created is already on its way, even if it hasn't yet appeared physically. It's like someone ordering food at a restaurant and relaxing, confident that the order will come. They don't keep asking every minute if the dish will arrive. They know it's being prepared. This expectation generates a vibration of security, lightness, and openness. And this emotional field is magnetic. It attracts people, situations, and opportunities that resonate with the new reality. You begin to act, speak, and move like someone who is already living what they desire. And when that happens, reality has no choice but to follow. Desire ignites, belief sustains, expectation attracts. Together, they form the track along which creative energy moves. And when these three pillars align, manifestation becomes inevitable. Now it's time to take the next step, living this reality before it even arrives. Visualization is powerful, but living the created scene is what truly transforms vibration. The mirror crossing is the moment when you stop being a spectator of your desired reality and become its absolute protagonist. It's when you cross the border between imagination and experience and begin to create new neural, emotional, and vibrational connections that shape your life from the inside out. Picture this: standing before the white mirror, with the image of your ideal reality shining brightly. You take a step forward. You cross the mirror, as if diving into that scene and becoming one with it. Now it's no longer something you observe from outside, it's who you are. You look through your own eyes, feel the ground beneath your feet, hear the sounds around you, and perceive with all your senses that you are living what you created. This technique activates a powerful principle of neuroscience. The brain learns through experience, even imagined ones. By entering the scene, your nervous system begins to record this new reality as a true experience. And this reprograms your self-image, your posture, your energy. Your body's chemistry changes. You start producing the same hormones and emotions you would if it were actually happening. This is what we call real vibrational training. And here's the most important detail. When you vibrate as if you already have it, the universe responds with the same vibration. Because external life does nothing but mirror your internal state. If you live in the frequency of someday it will happen, reality keeps you waiting. But if you live as if it's already real, even silently and humbly, the paths open because the frequency has already been emitted. It's also in this moment that you begin to notice synchronicities, unexpected ideas, meaningful encounters. The field around you responds to the new identity you've assumed, and you naturally begin to act as someone who is already prosperous, healthy, loved, or successful, not as a forced role, but as an inner truth that starts to express itself outwardly. And the most beautiful part of all this is that when you live the desired reality internally with intensity, you stop feeling anxiety or urgency. You no longer need to chase it because you already feel you are living it within your field. Peace emerges, trust emerges, the silent certainty of someone who knows they are on the right path. This is the crossing, and once it's done, you will never be the same again. Now, it's time to consolidate this state with a simple yet powerful technique that serves as a shortcut to return to this creative field at any moment, the three-finger technique. Imagine being able to access, at any time during your day, the same powerful state you created during your mental practice. Imagine having a shortcut that instantly takes you back to the vibration of your new identity, your confidence, clarity, and manifestation. That's exactly what the three-finger technique provides, a simple but deeply effective neurological anchoring tool to lock in and reactivate elevated mental states with a physical gesture. During the peak of your visualization, when you are immersed in the scene of the white mirror, feeling the burning desire, the unshakable belief, and the silent expectation that it is all already happening, gently press together the tips of three fingers, your thumb, index, and middle finger. This gesture, intentionally repeated in that vibrational state, works as a neuro-associative anchor. It's as if you're programming your nervous system to recognize that touch as a trigger for inner power. Neuroscience has already proven that the brain creates associations between sensory stimuli and emotional states. It's the same principle used in hypnotherapy, neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, and even unconscious daily habits. A smell can take you back to childhood. A song can awaken an intense emotion. And with practice and repetition, a simple gesture can become a direct shortcut to specific mental states. By using the 3 fingers while in alpha, deeply connected with the reality you want to manifest, you're telling your brain, "This is my access key to my creative field." From then on, every time you repeat this gesture with intention, your body and mind will automatically align with the programmed vibrational state. It's like pressing an inner button to activate your best self. The beauty of this technique lies in its practicality. In moments of doubt, anxiety, fear, or distraction, simply join your 3 fingers and breathe deeply. You'll feel a subtle shift, an inner reminder of your power, your vision, your connection with the universe. And this return doesn't depend on the external environment. It can be done at work, in traffic, during a difficult conversation. It's a portable tool for reconnecting with your highest vibration. Over time, this gesture will become natural. You'll create a neural bridge between the physical and the vibrational, between the gesture and the desired state. And so, each time you touch them, you won't just be joining fingers, you'll be activating a portal within yourself. This technique is the link between the invisible and the concrete. It's like carrying the white mirror in your pocket. Wherever you are, you can access the frequency of manifestation with a simple touch. And that's more than powerful. It's freedom. Now that you know this simple and powerful technique, it's time to act. It's not enough to just understand it intellectually. You must apply it, feel it, and repeat it. The mirror of the mind is not just a mental exercise, but a reunion with your creative power. Dedicate 5 minutes of your day to enter the alpha state, release what no longer serves, project your new reality with emotion, and activate the 3-finger gesture as the anchor of this vibrational state. Do this for 7 consecutive days. Notice the subtle changes, the synchronicities, the signs. You'll begin to see that the universe doesn't just listen, it responds. And if this technique touched you in any way, leave your comment below with the phrase, "I activate the power of my mirror of the mind." Write it with intention, and you will begin to reinforce your new vibration. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and share this video with someone who needs to awaken to their own power. The more people vibrate at this frequency, the faster the world around us will transform too. You are no longer alone. Now you have the key, and you know exactly what to do.